Hey everyone, in this video we will be authenticating all of our users with the help of Facebook. We will be using Facebook SDK for integrating the authentication thing of Facebook with Supabase with Flutter. But first of all, if you are not subscribed to this channel, kindly subscribe. We have to change the following number from 4.5 to 10k before ending this year. So make sure you are subscribed and let's get started. So first thing first, you will be requiring a developer account at Facebook. So go to the following URL that I will be entering under description and create a new account. And once we have created a new account, you have to create a new app. So here I will be starting from scratch, from absolute scratch. So here you can see I have to create a new app and my app type will be consumer for now. So I can simply press on next, and here you have to add your app name. So here I will be simply adding the app name to be Btodoapp. But in case you have a real application, you should be entering that thing. So I will be simply creating a new account, and here I will be requiring to enter my password. Let's save it and let's move forward. Now once you have created a new application, you will be getting the following interface. Now the interface might be somewhat complex for us, but don't worry, I will be explaining everything. So here you can see you have to integrate Facebook login, so I can simply press on the following setup button, and once you will be pressing on setup button, you will be getting the following interface. First of all, we will be going with Android, so I can simply select Android. Now we have already got our Android SDK, so we don't require that. So I can simply press on next, and here you can simply say next, and under this you have to enter your app name. And after that I have to write my app name and also write here main activity, just like this. Now if you don't know where to find your app name, let me show to you. You can go under your Android manifest.xml file, and here you can see you will be getting the following app name. So you have to simply copy the following app name, that is package name, and enter it everything here, and also add everything here and append the following main activity. Now simply save it for now and press continue. Now this is one of the major steps that you need to follow, that is creating a development key hash. Now here I have got a command for creating a development key hash that I will be adding under the description box. This will be the following key that I will be entering under my description box. Now before moving forward, you have to download openssl. So here you can see I will be entering the following link to download following openssl, so you can download it from the description box. And once we have downloaded it, we are good to go. Now once I have got my openssl under my C drive, which is on the top notch folder, which is openssl itself, we have to go under library and we have to copy the following path. And under my command prompt, I will be writing the following command of the following thing that I have copied under the SHA1 key hash. So I can simply copy that thing and paste everything here. Now here, pay attention, you have to change the following path to your own SHA, that is your own desktop path. And also you have to change the following path of C:\openssl to your own path. And here I can simply press enter for now. And you have to enter some password, so I will be simply adding some password for it and press enter. Now once you have got that, you will be getting the following key, so you can copy the following key and go back to developer console. So here you can see I can simply paste my following key here and press save. Now once this is done, I will be simply adding continue, next, and after this what I will be creating a new file having the following stuff. So I will be copying the following string name of Facebook ID and Facebook protocol. So what I'll do, I'll go back under my project folder, and here under the following folder of appraise of values/strings.html. So here I can go under my app, under my source, under my res folder, and under my res folder I have to create a new file under the values folder. Here you can see you will get the following values folder, and here I will be creating a new file which will be strings.xml. So I can simply say strings.xml. So once you have got that, you have to copy the following code, which is this one code. You have to copy this entire code block and paste it here. Now once we have done this, we are good to go. Now these things are nothing but simply our Facebook app ID and the login protocol. Now you have to go under your main, and you have to go under the following android file, and here you can see under the following intent of application, which starts from top, we can add the following metadata. Now what I can do, I can go at the top here and I can enter my following metadata that I have just copied. So I can simply press Ctrl and S to save it. Now this should be the entire thing that we shall be requiring. Now what I will be doing, I will be simply pressing next, and also press next one more time, next, and simply register everything. Now you don't need to follow all of this stuff, cause all of this is for Android and we are working under Flutter. So I can simply press next and everything is done. Now here you can see I have got my entire dashboard, and I also got under basic settings, and under basic settings you will be getting an app ID and app secret. Now you have to simply copy your app ID, go back under Supabase entire interface, go under settings and move under the following Facebook Auth, that is Facebook enable authentication, and under client ID simply enter your client ID. After that, show the following client secret, that is app secret, copy that and paste it here. Now once we have done this, simply save it and we are done everything from this side. Now what I will be doing, I can go under my settings folder, and under settings folder you can go under API folder, that is API sub folder, and copy the following URL. So copy the following URL and we have to change the following URL, that is the following launcher of our URL. What I will be doing, I will be going under settings of the Facebook login, and here you can see you have to enter your valid OAuth redirect URL. So simply paste it here, and after that you have to write here. Now we have to extend the following OAuth URL with the thing of auth/version1 of Supabase. So what I will be doing, I will be copying the following for URL and pasting it here, and also here I'll say auth/version1/Supabase. Now copy everything and paste it here instead of this thing. Now once this thing is done, we are good to go. Now once everything is done from this side, now what I can do, I can simply save my entire changes. Now we can also add a redirect URL so that after logging under application, the user will be navigated to a particular small section of screen, and after that screen it will be getting navigated back to our application. But you know what, we are not under our production state, so we won't be doing that, because the following thing will be loaded over to localhost of 3000. But under a case of production application, you have to enter your entire path under the following URL. If I go under my authentication, you have to add the following site URL under this side instead of localhost. So once you have added your site URL under localhost, it will be getting navigated to the following landing page somewhat, and after that we will be getting navigated back to our entire application and we will be getting our data back. But for now we will be going through basic stuff, because we are doing simply the demo stuff and etc. Now once we have done this, now we are good to go. So you can see we have added the following providers, we have added the following client ID and also client secret. Now we are good to go. So you can see under my application we have created the following stuff. What I will do, also under my authentication service, and yesterday we have seen login with GitHub. Now I can copy the following step, and here I can say login with Facebook. Now once we have done this, change the following provider to Facebook, and that's all. So I can simply save it for now. I can go under authentication notifier. Here you can see we have got login with GitHub. I can copy that, and here I'll say login with Facebook. Now same thing for our app, same, that is name of our future method. Now once we have done this, I can go under my login view, and I have got a button of login with Facebook. So I can copy the following method of authentication notifier.login with GitHub, paste it here, and here I'll say login with Facebook. Now once we have done this, we are good to go. So simply press F5 and debug our entire application over to our emulator. Now until this thing is loading, make sure you are subscribed, because I am repeating it again. We have to change the following number from 4.5 to 10k before ending this year. So now let's wait for it. Now you can see I have got the following error of market element text. So you have to change the following thing to XML version and etc. And also you have to add the following resource. Now I will be entering the following code snippets under description box. You can check it out. Now I have shown you this thing because I don't want you to go under any particular error after watching this tutorial. So simply press F5 and debug the following application one more time. So now you can see the error is gone, and now we are good to go. So what I can do now, if I simply say login with Facebook or a null check operator is used, let's go back under authentication service, and we have to delete the following thing. And here I'll say Facebook auth initiated. And if I simply say login with Facebook, you can see we'll be getting navigated to the next screen. Alright, so we are getting this error. So let's try to solve it out. So let's try to check it out. Okay, so instead of having the Supabase, we have to change the following Supabase to callback. And now we are good to go. So here I will be simply removing everything off. And let's press F5 and debug everything one more time. Now these are some of the errors that we might face, and I want to be transparent with you. That's why I am showing to you the entire errors that everybody gets, so that you don't feel backwards under development of Flutter. Alright, it is up and ready. So now let's try to say login with Facebook. Alright, so now you can see everything is up and ready. The to-do app is requesting our name and profile picture. This is because I am already logged in under my application. You can see continue as Abhishek, because I have already been testing this over to other applications, and that's why my Facebook is already initiated under my entire emulator. But if you are not logged in under your Facebook, you will be getting somewhat some different interface of entering your email and also entering your password. And after that, once you are logged in, you will be getting this interface. Now what I will be doing, I will be simply saying continue as Abhishek, and once this thing is done, we will be getting navigated to our localhost 3000, which is our nothing but, if I show to you, if I go back under my to-do list, authentication, and under settings, it will be our site URL. Now you will be reached here under a case of redirection. Now what I will be doing, I can simply go back, but instead of having a real production application, you can add some button here, and after pressing that button, we can getting navigated back to our application. But now let's check whether the following user is cached up under our entire authentication thing or not. So now you can see the user is logged in as a Facebook provider. You will be getting a creation date and also last sign in date. Now just a general fact, if the following user email of abhishek@gmail.com was logged as email, it won't be showing us Facebook but simply email but having a different last sign in date. Now this is one of the things that I want to show to you, cause many of your people were asking me about that you are not getting the following GitHub thing but a email thing. Now that will be so because the following email can be associated with multiple providers, but you have to simply check the following last sign in and that's all. So in this way we have successfully implemented Facebook authentication. You will be getting your user email, provider, etc. and etc. Now I hope you have loved this tutorial, and if you do so, please hit that like button and also subscribe if you are not. I'll see you tomorrow.